Breaking overnight, a nationwide service outage affecting customers as well as area first responders, the carrier and areas impacted.
Also breaking overnight, a house fire in Chesterfield leaves one man injured, how he is now doing this morning.
Fighting back against crime and gun violence.
Why is it people think this is okay? This is not the norm for our city.
In a live report, the brainstorming meeting happening tonight to help steer youth away from a life of crime.
Back to the classroom, we are live with what caused a network outage for the Francis Howe School District.
A few spotty showers today, but our pattern dries out this weekend, but also cools down. We'll track that, plus another warming trend for next week.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
All right, sound the horn this morning. Live look at the Enterprise Center.
Yeah.
There we go. Where tonight the St. Louis Blues are going to try to snap that two-game losing skid. They're going to play host to the New York Islanders. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Good Thursday morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for Today in St. Louis. I'm Rennie Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. Yeah, thanks for joining us, including those of you who might be catching us on 5+. Did you notice that the lights were off at Enterprise?
Yes,
Yeah,
they're going to be
why?
up later with the rainbow colors because it's Pride Night. So
I was thinking I matched, you know, I was like, yeah. Okay, anyway,
I thought
great.
they were saving on the electric bill.
I thought maybe they're part of the AT&T outage. All right, so much to talk about this morning. All right, great to see you, Paul. Great to see you,
Yes,
Anthony.
great to see you. The weather's been really nice the last couple of days. We hit 73 degrees yesterday.
Ooh.
it was that
Really
warm.
warm, yes.
Yes, it was warm. We were sweaty last night. My little kid was like, I'm sweating, Mom. So I had to get him in short sleeves last night for bed. Yeah.
I usually wear the sweatpants and the hoodie like, you know, Rennie likes to sport. And yesterday I was switching them out for shorts and the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Even the kids came home and changed as they went out and played. So yeah, it got warm yesterday. And even today, even though we do have a cold front swinging through, it is still going to be unseasonably warm for this time of year. We should be in the 40s for highs, and we're going to be in the 60s, so it's still going to be decent, just slightly cooler. We do have some showers scooting on by this morning, mostly light to moderate showers south of St. Louis. The earlier advertised thunder that we were watching earlier in the week, well, our atmosphere is capped, and so there's just not a lot happening. None of these storms are actually able to get through the cloud cover, so it's mostly just spotty rain south of St. Louis, and until lunchtime, we'll have this around. This afternoon, the clouds start to clear. We dry out. 64 for the high today. We'll talk about the weekend ahead. For now, let's get you an update on the roadways and talk to Paul Cook and see what's happening outside. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Anthony. Pleasant news on the roads right now. If you're leaving, you should be free and easy. The only thing you're going to see is a little bit of that orange, and it's not down here like my name. It's going to be that construction out there right now at 44. It's active, 44 westbound. I'll show you here in just a second, but I want you to see the St. Louis Metro moving very well. Now, we are in Eureka, Allenton at 109, just going westbound. Otherwise, you got a good route to work. We'll talk more traffic coming up, guys.
Right now, we're going to get to some breaking news that we've been following throughout the morning here on Today in St. Louis. A nationwide network outage affecting your cell coverage this morning.
Yeah, it's causing problems in the metro as well. And Travis Cummings is live in our studio. And you've been tracking this issue all morning long, Travis. Has it gotten better?
Yeah, you know, I just talked to my best friend, and she was like, I had to check to make sure I paid my bill this morning.
Oh,
you know, because you
no.
wake up and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's definitely been an issue. These network issues started a little after 3 this morning in our area. And I want to show you this map. This comes from Down Detector, and they're looking at user-reported indicated problems from AT&T there. It shows those down times in 24-hour span. So this heat map indicates where user-submitted problem reports are concentrated in that time, okay? The red dots are areas that we're following this morning. So you see big cities like Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, not so much in our area, which is good news here. And then within the last hour, some people have been seeing some of these reports kind of let up. So we have been seeing some of that network come back for us, okay? If you are getting an SOS in the status bar of your cell phone, like this one here, you do not have service and your device isn't connected to a cellular network. Now, according to Apple, your device can still make emergency calls, although some law enforcement agencies are reporting that residents are unable to call 911. There are at least 25 states reporting outages right now, with customers unable to send or receive calls and texts, and this may also possibly be affecting your Wi-Fi services. Now, when you go to AT&T's website and try to get updates from their own outage map, nothing pops up about any outage, nor has the company put out any correspondence about that outage yet. We'll continue to follow this problem and how it's affecting our area. Michelle, Rennie.
All right, thanks so much. Also breaking overnight, a house fire in Chesterfield. Monarch fire officials say at least one man suffered from smoke inhalation and was taken to the hospital. The fire started just before 2 o'clock this morning in a heavily wooded area on Church Street. A lack of fire hydrants also made fighting the flames pretty difficult. The house is a loss this morning. Right now, still no word on what actually caused the fire.
A heartbreaking update this morning. Police tell 5 on your side that Bernadine Prusner set the fire intentionally on Monday morning and are calling this now a murder-suicide. St. Louis County Police say she left a note stating intentions to take her life and the lives of her 4 children, 2-year-old Millie, 6-year-old Jackson, and her 9-year-old twin daughters, Ellie and Ivy. One psychiatrist says there are often warning signs that people are struggling.
Look for changes in them. Does something look different, right? Have something they used to do they're not doing anymore? Are they talking about being depressed? Are they talking in terms of finality?
Jason Sprader, the father of 2 of the youngest children, released a statement on behalf of himself and the father of the older children. He says, quote, "As dads right now, we have to focus on honoring the 4 beautiful lives, and we plan to do that together. Our thanks go out to the community, people we know, and many we have never even met, who have shown us incredible amounts of support. We will continue to need it." If you or someone you know is struggling, help is available. You could call the Suicide Prevention Hotline 24/7. The number is 988. And we are learning more about an officer-involved shooting in Berkeley. 21-year-old Larry Lucas, who was shot by police on Tuesday night, is accused of carjacking and facing several charges, including first-degree robbery and resisting arrest. Police used spike strips to stop a stolen car when 3 people got off and tried to run off. According to court documents, officers fired shots at Lucas after he pointed a gun at them. 3 detectives are now on administrative leave. A 15-year-old and a 23-year-old are also under arrest.
This morning, community and city leaders are looking to crack down on crime. It all follows an incident where a group of teens fired stolen guns in the air in their own neighborhood. Megan Kernan is joining us live at police headquarters with 2 initiatives underway this morning. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning, Michelle. Those 2 initiatives are a proposed measure preventing anyone from firing into the air. The second one is a community collaboration happening this afternoon that'll focus on where crimes are happening and why. The calls for a crime crackdown followed this incident in North St. Louis. 5 on your side cameras were rolling as police flooded Ferris Avenue near MacArthur Avenue Tuesday evening. That's where a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, and 2 13-year-olds were arrested for firing shots into the air in front of a home. Those teens and 2 adults are being charged with stealing guns and discharging them within city limits. Next week, the city's Public Safety Committee will hear a proposal that Alderwoman Pamela Boyd drafted up to step up penalties for people who shoot guns into the air. Another group, the Public Safety Collaborative, is gathering neighbors to lead the conversation on reducing crime. Alderwoman Boyd represents the area and says she's outraged.
You have 13-year-olds with assault rifles. How is that going to work? Why is it people think this is okay? This is not the norm for our city. Bullets don't it doesn't matter where they go. When they go up, you don't know where they're going.
The Public Safety Collaborative is inviting those who want to be part of the solution to join them at 1 o'clock today at the Julia Davis Library on Natural Bridge. Now, police are still looking for others believed to be involved with that group that fired shots Tuesday night. Reporting live in downtown St. Louis, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
All right, let's switch gears here and talk about our weather first forecast. And as you get the kids off to the bus stop this morning, keep in mind we could have a few spotty showers, but most of these seem to be ending up south of St. Louis. So I think most of the metro will be dry, with the exception of maybe some drizzle and mist out the door. Temperatures headed into the mid 60s this afternoon, so not a bad start after 50s out the door this morning. This area of low pressure is moving over us this morning. So by midday, we will have that area of low pressure right on top of us, but it will not squeeze out a lot of moisture. Most of the moisture is south of St. Louis for our southern counties, Iron, Reynolds, Madison over towards Perry County, and those will continue to scoot away from us through the day. The cold front swings through by lunchtime, and then this afternoon does turn cooler with highs in the 60s and even cooler tomorrow and Saturday. But look at that, by Sunday, we're already back up to 70 degrees. We'll track our next round of stormy weather for next week. That's coming up.
This morning, U.S. officials are asking Americans to leave Russia and stay out. The charges one woman is facing from the Russian government.
Back to the classroom for one of the largest school districts in St. Charles County. We are live with why Francis Howell was forced to conduct remote learning.
And hours from right now, the Enterprise Center will be celebrating Pride Night as the Blues host the Islanders, while the team says they are playoff ready.
All right,